Fear of failure is something everyone experiences at some point in their life. It can stop you from trying new things, taking risks, or even following your dreams. But did you know that failure is a natural part of success? In fact, many successful people failed many times before they finally reached their goals. So, how do we deal with this fear and turn it into a stepping stone toward success? First, it's important to understand that failure doesn't mean you're not capable. Instead, it's an opportunity to learn and improve. Every time you fail, you learn something new about what works and what doesn't. This knowledge helps you get closer to success. Think of failure as feedback, not a dead end. When you change your perspective on failure, it becomes less scary. One common fear is the idea that others will judge us if we fail. We worry about what people will say or think. But remember, everyone has their own challenges, and most people are too focused on their own lives to pay attention to your failures. What matters is how you view yourself. If you believe in your ability to grow from failure, you won't be held back by what others think. To overcome the fear of failure, it's important to set realistic goals. When you set a big goal, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. This way, even if you fail at one step, it doesn't feel overwhelming. You can learn from the mistake and continue toward your goal. Celebrate small successes along the way, and don't let one failure stop your progress. Another key to handling fear of failure is to take action, even when you're scared. The more you avoid taking action because of fear, the stronger that fear becomes. On the other hand, when you face your fear and take a small step forward, you build confidence. Over time, each step makes the fear smaller and your courage bigger. Success comes from action, not from avoiding risks. One of the best ways to deal with fear is to reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, "What if I fail?" ask yourself, "What if I succeed?" Focus on the positive possibilities instead of the negative ones. Visualize yourself achieving your goal. When you focus on success, your brain becomes more open to finding solutions, and you feel more motivated to keep going. Successful people know that failure is just a part of the journey. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. But each failure brought him closer to success. Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset is key to achieving long-term success, no matter how many times you fail. Another great example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter books. Before her success, she faced rejection from many publishers. She could have given up, but she didn't. Instead, she used the rejection as motivation to keep going. Today, she is one of the most successful authors in the world. Her story reminds us that rejection and failure don't define us, our perseverance does. If you want to succeed, you need to be willing to take risks. Risk doesn't mean being careless, it means stepping outside your comfort zone. It's about trying new things and accepting that not everything will work out the way you want. But when you take risks, you also open the door to new opportunities and growth. Remember, success often comes to those who are brave enough to take chances. A big part of overcoming the fear of failure is to accept that mistakes are natural. Nobody is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes along the way. The key is to not let those mistakes define you. Instead, use them as opportunities to learn and improve. When you view mistakes as part of the learning process, you become more open to trying new things without fear of failure. To build resilience against failure, it's also important to focus on self-compassion. When you fail, don't be too hard on yourself. Treat yourself with kindness, the way you would treat a friend who's going through a tough time. Remind yourself that failure is a part of life, and it doesn't mean you're not good enough. By being kind to yourself, you bounce back from failure much faster. Another helpful strategy is to surround yourself with positive, supportive people. When you're facing failure, having friends or mentors who believe in you can make a big difference. They can offer encouragement, help you see the lessons in your failure, and push you to keep going. Remember, success is not a solo journey. Having a strong support system can help you overcome challenges. It's also important to take care of your mental and physical health when dealing with fear of failure. Stress and anxiety can make the fear worse, so practice mindfulness or relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. Exercise and proper rest can also help you manage your emotions better. When you feel balanced and healthy, it's easier to face challenges with a positive mindset. Sometimes, the fear of failure comes from setting unrealistic expectations for yourself. You might think you need to be perfect or that success should come quickly. But the truth is, success often takes time, and no one is perfect. Be patient with yourself. Understand that failure is just a step on the path to success, not the end of the road. Progress is more important than perfection. One practical way to reduce fear is to plan for failure. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I fail? Then, make a plan for how you would deal with that situation. When you have a plan, failure becomes less scary because you know you can handle it. This doesn't mean you expect to fail, but it helps you feel prepared and confident, no matter what happens. It's also important to recognize the difference between temporary setbacks and permanent failure. A setback might slow you down, but it doesn't mean you've failed completely. Successful people often face many setbacks before reaching their goals. The key is to keep moving forward even when things don't go as planned. Every setback is a chance to learn and come back stronger. Finally, remember that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every successful person has failed at some point. The difference is that they didn't give up. They used failure as motivation to keep going. So, don't let fear stop you from pursuing your dreams. Embrace failure, learn from it, and use it as a tool to achieve the success you desire. In conclusion, dealing with the fear of failure is all about changing how you view it. Failure doesn't mean the end, it's simply a part of the journey toward success. By learning from your mistakes, taking risks, and surrounding yourself with support, you can overcome the fear of failure. Remember, the only real failure is giving up. Keep going, and success will follow. Success is not about never failing, it's about how you rise after failure. When you face your fear, take action, and learn from your experiences, you become stronger and more resilient. With the right mindset, failure can be your greatest teacher. So, don't be afraid to fail. Keep moving forward, and remember that every failure brings you one step closer to achieving your goals and dreams.